Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on SoFi. I haven't talked about them for a while. I've made a couple videos about them. Got some good info coming out about them, so we'll see what happens with them in the days, weeks, months to come with SoFi. But as you can see, they're down over 56% in the past year. In the past 3 months, they're actually in the green 9%. Here in the past month, down a little over 11%. Here in the last week, they're up 4%. Probably would have been more if, well, it looks like it basically traded kind of flat, went down, came back up. So, and here's a look at today. So, we'll wait and see how this one turns out. Like I said, but trading kind of flat here in the $6.10, $6 range. And then just had a run up here after the pre-market, so we'll see if it holds true and throughout the rest of the day. If you don't know much about SoFi, they provide financial services, home loans, personal loans. They also have a trading platform I used to use. I quit using it because all they had on it at that point in time was market orders. If you don't like placing market orders, which I don't, because especially on a volatile one, you're never going to get at the price that you wanted. It's always more, seems like. I prefer limit orders, but that's why I quit using it. Otherwise, it's seemed like a decent platform. I just haven't looked at it in a while. So SoFi's been around since 2011. Market cap of $5.83 billion. 52-week high of $24.65 and a low of $4.82. Average volume of 35.71 million and volume here today at 22.35. Ratings on this one currently at a 62% buy on this one. And here's a look at their earnings expected on November 9th. So I would put that on your calendar if you're in SoFi, but here's where I last bought some. I don't have these in this brokerage here anymore. I transferred them out, but you can see where I was buying it at $15.21, so kind of ouch. And it's a third that now, but still have them, so still going to hold them. Over here on Microsoft Bing, currently showing it as a buy with a 1-year price target to $8.25. SoFi Technologies to drop 78.28 in the near future. So kind of interesting, and this just came out here today. Shares rose in value on Wednesday the 14th with the stock price up 5.65% to the previous day close as strong demand from buyers drove the stock to $6.17. Actively observing the price movement, last trading the stock closed at $5.84, falling within a range of $5.90 and $6.19. 52-week performance high was $24.65 and low of $4.82. Fluctuated by a negative 19.03% over the past. So there's some financials. We'll go over more here in the next couple articles. SoFi Technologies could soar in 2023 according to This Analyst. I've been hearing that a lot between loans, student loans, just their platform. So, I mean, people's been hyping this one up from time to time. It's kind of like if you follow MJ Stock's Sundial, it's kind of a bunch of hype and the stock just doesn't follow it. But it looks like they upgraded it by Bank of America analyst. The bank upgraded SoFi from neutral to a buy, raised its price target from $8 to $9. It cites the end of the student loan payment and the company's NFL partnership as key points. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that one. SoFi upgraded by Bank of America to a buy. Again, kind of some of the same information from a neutral rating to a buy and a research report released on Wednesday. Piper Sandler lowered their price target on SoFi from 10 to 8. Set an overweight rating on the stock in a report on Wednesday, June 29th. Morgan Stanley lifted the price objective on shares of SoFi Technology from 7 to 750. So still kind of iffy on this one. I don't know. I don't own a whole lot of this. I do have those shares that I showed you, which wasn't much, but I have bought more since then in the $5 to $6 range and just kind of sitting on them long term. But I'm still in the red on this one, so I haven't bought too much more lately. If it goes back down to like the 52-week lows, I'll definitely be buying some. But Analyst Upgrades, SoFi Technologies says potential student loan refinancing boom is coming. And this is dated yesterday, so the year has been brutal for SoFi, and other lenders and investors grow increasingly concerned about the negative impact rising interest rates will have on lending margins and revenue growth. However, with SoFi stock down more than 62% year over date, at least one analyst said Wednesday that permission surrounding rate hikes is now fully baked into SoFi stock. Analyst Bank of America has upgraded SoFi from neutral to buy and raised the price target from 8 to 9. The upgrade risk-reward profile has become attractive given its focus on high credit quality customers. The Biden administration student debt relief plan has removed a major overhang for SoFi student loan refinancing and SoFi most profitable business. Said on the student loan payments will finally expire on January 1 of 2023. This should set the stage for student loan refi organizations to resume in late fourth quarter of 2022 as borrowers begin to receive payment notices from loan servicers. So, very good point. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, SoFi is the only lender that has struggled in 2022 thanks to rising interest rates. Shares of several other leading lenders have been crushed so far this year. Upstart down 83%, UWM Holdings down 38%, Rocket Companies down 49%, Affirm down 75%, and Lending Club down 50%. So if you're looking at any of those, not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice, some of those might be worth looking into if you're wanting to get into any of those, and hopefully in time they will go back up. So raising interest rates can be good news for lenders by boosting their net interest margins, but when interest rates rise too rapidly, it weighs on the loan demand if consumers can no longer afford mortgage, personal, and student loans. Revenue growth can start to slow. In the most recent quarter, SoFi maintained 52.7% revenue growth, but also generated $95.8 million net loss. Better days ahead for SoFi Technologies stock, and this was out today as well. So they've nosedived 61% so far this year in response to the Biden administration decision to extend the student loan. However, with the reduction of the pandemic cases and final extension ending on 12/31 of 2022, SoFi could again benefit from higher student loan financing, implying that better days are ahead for this financial technology company. So again, only time will tell. I can see the potential, the catalyst with this one, but if you're in it for the long term, shouldn't really matter, but just stating my opinion. But average price target of $8.11 applies a 31.4 upside potential. Though the ending of the student loan removes a significant growth hurdle for SoFi, macro headwinds keep analysts cautious but optimistic about its stock. And so that must be exactly what's going on with this one, so very optimistic. Pink smoke grenade, nothing in there. Over here on stock twits, currently at 652, low of 482, high of 2465. I will keep adding for options that should come online sooner rather than later. That revenue will be very nice since everyone is an option wizard. So an option might be something to look into on this one as well. Break 651. There's a lot of people that like SoFi. Got a little held tilt there for sure. How can SoFi be up 5% when the market is red? Exactly. I'm not convinced our users are really even active. I have the app, but it sucks. Over here on MSN Money, currently at 652 with a buy rating and an upside to $9.04. But if you have SoFi, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share on this one. And if you think it's going to keep climbing or stay here, or what you think it's going to do, that would be interesting to know as well. And some of those other stocks, the lenders, if you're in any of those, you can list those in the comments as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.